Welcome to Staffworks Explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. Also hit the notification bell so that when we upload a new video, you are notified. In this video, we'll be talking about Tatu City, how the project has come about, as well as the progress that it has made over the years. Tatu City is a mixed-use development located in the outskirts of Nairobi, Kenya. The development sits on a 5,000 acres piece of land which is gazetted as a special economic zone. Sitting within the greater Nairobi metropolitan region, Tatu City is located 20 kilometers north of Nairobi CBD in Ruiru municipality of Kiambu County. Tatu City has evolved significantly since its inception, transforming from a vision of sustainable urban city into one of the African most prominent real estate projects. Tatu City is officially recognized as a project of strategic national importance under the Physical and Land Use Planning Regulations of 2019. This designation emphasizes its critical role in national development, positioning it as a key driver of economic growth and urban planning innovation. A flagship project of Vision 2030, Tatu City is aligned with Kenya's long-term development blueprint, aiming to transform the country into a newly industrializing middle-income nation by 2030. The project, which is conceived as a mixed-use development, integrates residential, commercial, and industrial spaces within a single cohesive urban framework. This holistic approach contrasts with the traditional urban model, where different functions are often segregated into separate zones. In Tatu City, homes, schools, offices, a shopping district, medical clinics, as well as nature areas, sports, entertainment complexes, as well as manufacturing hub will coexist, offering convenience and a balanced lifestyle for over 250,000 residents and numerous days visitors. Tatu City has been gazetted as a special planning area or zone, granting it special regulatory status that facilitates innovative and flexible planning solutions. This allows the project to set new standards for urban development in Kenya, free from the constraints of conventional planning regulations. A key element of the Tatu City design is decentralized urban structure, which represents departure from the traditional single node model commonly seen in Nairobi, where the city center is the primary hub for the activities. By dispersing residential, commercial, and industrial areas across the wider area, Tatu City aims to decongest Nairobi and create self-sufficient community where people can live, work, and play without the need for long commutes or reliance on central business district CBD. Let's look at its history. The land where Tatu City is located was once owned by Socfinaf, a Belgium-owned rubber and coffee company. From the 1960s to 2008, Scofinaf owned thousands of acres of coffee estates in Kiambu County. Today, this land is collectively known as Tatu City and Coffeenaf Estates. In 2008, the Tatu City land was acquired by Unilever, Africa's largest new city developer. From 2008 to 2010, the land that makes up the Tatu City and Coffeenaf, a group of neighboring coffee farms, was acquired by consortium, which is Rendeavor, which is the African largest satellite city developer. Rendeavor paid $21.7 million for the Tatu City, as well as $65.7 million for the Coffeenaf land. The seller, as you have said, is Socfinaf, is a Belgium coffee and rubber producer that is owned and cultivated the land for decades. What are some of the insights on how Tatu City has progressed over the years? Let's look at these insights on how it has since its inception up to now. In matters of vision and inceptions, we have a master plan where Tatu City is conceived as a large-scale, privately funded urban development that would create a new model of living and working in Kenya. We have also seen that it's strategically located, where Tatu City capitalizes on its strategic location along the key transport corridors, making it accessible and attractive investment. In terms of investment and development milestones, the project, which is backed by international investors, initially faced some challenges in securing local support and navigating regulatory frameworks. However, it has gradually overcome these hurdles, attracting significant foreign direct investment. Tatu City growth has been phased, beginning with the development of residential neighborhoods, followed by commercial and industrial zones. This approach has allowed for gradual infrastructure development, ensuring that the city could support its growing population and business. Currently, the project has over 50 kilometers of roads which are paved. In terms of infrastructure and facilities, they are state-of-art infrastructure which are intended to make this a proper city, complete with its own infrastructure, roads, sewerage, plants, power source, as well as water supply. It is designed for mixed use, where we have residential, commercial, industrial, and recreation centers. This includes establishing the Tatu Power Company, which will eventually generate power that will be used in this city. The city boasts several residential communities, such as Kijani Ridge Lifestyle Heights, which offer a range of housing options from luxury villas to affordable apartments. This diverse offering has made Tatu City accessible to a broad spectrum of the population as it continues to expand in the available places. Tatu City has prioritized the development of social infrastructure, with international schools like Nova Pioneer and Crawford International already established in the area, alongside healthcare facilities, and this has made the area a desirable location for families. In terms of economic and industrial development, Tatu City Industrial Park has become a key economic driver. It has attracted multinational companies and even local enterprises, where you have major companies like Unilever, Dormans Coffee, Bitco Africa. These have set up, among others, operations within the park, benefiting from the city infrastructure and proximity to the city of Nairobi. In terms of job creation, the industrial and commercial development within the Tatu City have created thousands of jobs, and this has contributed to economic growth in the region or in Kenya. This has further stimulated demand for housing and services within this area. In terms of sustainability and smart city features, we have green spaces, where sustainability has been a core focus, with ample green spaces, parks, as well as environmentally friendly initiatives which are integrated within the city design. This approach aligns with the global trends towards sustainable urban living. Tatu City is also incorporating smart city technologies such as smart grids, waste management systems, as well as security solutions, and these are enhancing quality of life for the residents and businesses in this area. Tatu City future looks promising, with plans to expand residential, commercial, as well as industrial zones further. The city's long-term goal is to accommodate over 150 or 250 residents, as well as hundreds of business, creating self-sustaining urban environment. As the Tatu City continues to grow, it is expected to have significant impact on Kenya's urban landscape, as well as to serve as a model for large-scale development in the region. The city, as you have seen, has faced some challenges, including legal disputes, land issues, as well as initial skepticism from the market. Let's have a chronological outline of the intrigues and challenges that Tatu City has faced. We have initial skepticism. From the onset, the project faced skepticism from various quarters, including government officials, local communities, urban planners, and all these questions the feasibility and the impact of such a large-scale development in Kenya. Then we have land acquisition and ownership disputes, which ran between 2010 and 2012. Tatu City land acquisition process was marred with controversy. Disputes arose regarding the legitimacy of the acquisition, with claims of the land that where it sits being undervalued, and some of the original landowners had not been adequately compensated. Former shareholders, including the very prominent person, were involved in series of legal battles against the company which acquired this this project or this land, and there were allegations of fraud, mismanagement, and these disputes led to protracted court battles, and this stalled the project. There were corporate and governance conflicts. The legal battles escalated into boardroom wars between the project key stakeholders. Accusation of fraud, embezzlement, and conflicts of interest were rife, with high-profile figures in Kenya taking opposing sides. The court cases resulted in the appointment of receivers and administrators to manage the project temporarily, further delaying the progress. This governance conflict threatened the very survival of the project during this period. There were regulatory and planning handles. Area we said is designated as a special planning area. This was done in between 2014 and 2017, and in this arrangement allows the project greater flexibility in terms of development. However, this status attracted scrutiny from national and county planning authorities, requiring compliance with the regulations. And recently, there have been a tussle between the company which is initiating this project or driving this project and the county government of Kiambu County, and this there has been some ugly exchange of words. There are also environmental impact concerns, where environmental groups have raised concern about the potential impact of the development on local ecosystem. Tatu City has had to conduct comprehensive impact assessment, which are supposed to address issues related to land use, water resources, as well as biodiversity. There has been infrastructure development delays. The city requires substantial investment in terms of infrastructure such as road, water, electricity. Securing this financing has proved challenging to the company which is managing this, leading to delays in the construction and critical infrastructure. African Development Bank and other financial institutions have been involved in financing negotiations during this period. Negotiations with Kenya Power and other utility providers have been complex and time-consuming, and this has delayed the provision of essential services to the site. Temporary solutions had to be implemented as permanent infrastructure is being developed. There has been community resistance and resettlement issues, where Tatu City between 2018 and 2020 faced resistance from local communities, particularly those displaced by the development. Allegations of inadequate compensation and failure to honor a settlement agreement led to protests and legal challenges from affected communities. The process of resettling displaced individuals was fraught with challenges, including disagreement over adequacy of compensation as well as quality of the settlement provided by Tatu City. There was economic and political challenges, especially COVID-19, which had significant impact on Tatu City, causing delays in construction and reducing investor confidence. The economic slowdown affected the ongoing infrastructure development and the sale of residential and commercial plots. Then there are political intrigues, where political dynamics have also played a role in challenges faced by Tatu City. Changes in the county and national leadership have to some extent influenced the pace of approvals and the project relationships with the regulatory bodies. Political figures have occasionally, like you have stated, intervened, either supporting or opposing the project based on their interest. There has been a renewed focus since 2021, where, according to this Stephen Jennings, who is the founder and CEO of Rendover, the Tatu City has already attracted $2.5 billion in terms of investment, where we have more than 78 businesses which range from healthcare to food beverage companies to call centers, software engineering companies, cleaning solutions companies. Specific brands include CCI Global, Heineken, Dormans Coffee, Copia, Copper K Brands, Great Real Estate Income Group, Unilever, Twigger Foods, Freight Forwarders Solutions, Advanced Tech, Friendship Group, and Davis and Shatleaf, as well as a German-based cleaning equipment manufacturer Karcher, CCI, as you have mentioned, which is a global call center, the Singapore-based Full Care Kenya Medical Special Economic Zone Limited, which is a manufacturer of medical care and protective equipment. And this company has plans to invest over 100 million US dollars. We have two international schools, namely Nova Pioneer and Crawford International. This place is home to various completed, ongoing, and proposed housing projects, among them Kijani Ridge, Unity Homes, Karibu Homes, Tatu Waters, Mchana Estates, among others. We can say generally that Tatu City journey has been marked by a series of legal, regulatory, as well as political challenges, and also issues related to land acquisition, community resistance, as well as financing. Despite these obstacles, the project has made some significant strides, and it's becoming one of the Kenya's most ambitious urban development, with continued focus on expanding in infrastructure and fulfilling its original vision. So we'll be on the lookout to see how this progresses, whether the challenges that the project is facing will be tackled, and how this all turns out. So thank you for reaching this far. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. Also hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, you are notified. You can also watch other videos that are related to this topic as well as other topics. Thank you.